Coach, who starts in place of Jimmy and Wilson tonight?
We are going with Furkan and Jonah Bolden.
Brett, this ESPN story saying that there was something with you and Jimmy in the locker room. Can you just comment on that and where you are with that right now? And is that true? Did those things happen?
We did have a meeting, and we have many meetings. You know, we have many meetings. They chose that meeting, and as I've said to the team a moment ago, and I'll say it to the room now, I have had many meetings with Jimmy over the duration since I have coached him. FaceTime, hotel meetings, late night phone calls, and I enjoy it. Like I don't mind talking to my players. And in that film session that was referenced, I didn't feel like any of that crossed the line. And if it did, it would have been dealt with quickly. And so people, speculating about, an argument or some type of was aggressive disagreement. And if it were, I would own it and we'd talk about it. And I think that from his standpoint, that is unfair. From my standpoint, judging it in the light of day, I've had many conversations that with other players over my years coaching that would warrant that type of description. This wasn't one of them for me.
Besides the point of him, how he may have approached you, if at all, did he express to you a desire to be utilized a little differently in the offense, and if so, how?
Just, that was true. What was said was true. Like he wanted to be in more pick and rolls. And, I'll say this first. My job is to try to find ways to make this work. This is my job. And when you come into a situation with Ben and Joel and JJ, it doesn't always equal immediate sort of pleasure. It doesn't always equal immediate comfort. As I've said to all of our guys over the years, you can't always win on your own terms. And since December 25th, 2017, until now, we have the best record in the NBA. Not the third or the fifth, we have the best record in the NBA. Since the trade, only 3 other teams have more wins. With him playing with us, we have the second-ranked offense while he's on the floor with us in the league. We're doing okay. And so the notion of being in more pick and rolls, I agree with. His usage, his touches, his shots is the same. He is in less pick and rolls. But the team's doing well. And so that ecosystem of me doing my job and coexisting within the framework that we have is part of the challenge. Joel will want to be posted more. Ben will want to be in pick and rolls more, and JJ will want more shots. It's all 2018 coaching in the NBA, welcome to it stuff. And, I think if we do anything here, in my opinion, comfortably, it is communicate. And everything I've just said to you is the truth, how I see it. And that has been spoken to my team and to Jimmy, and we'll move on.
So, Coach, is it possible that part of this is communication styles, that a third-party observer may see 2 people passionately having a conversation and maybe a disagreement and working through it, but the third party sees that as maybe breaking protocol? Or do you think that this is just sort of a non-story?
I think it's a non-story. Like, if we were, I get today's sort of, marketplace where, this is exciting for people in some ways. For me, to come here and speak to everybody here, like you knew it's coming, and I have been looking forward to this since it broke, because I know what I think, and I know what I was a part of, and I think in a crazy way it's unfair to Jimmy Butler. You know, the history that Jimmy has had with other programs, other coaches, that's not fair with the description of that particular film session that was referenced. Like, in my eyes, that's not it. And if it crossed the line, as I have told everybody, we would talk about it soon, and I would own it, and it would be fixed. It would be fixed.
But you don't.
So this version, to your question, is I have these conversations with my family. I have them privately with Joe or Ben, you know, a team. We've already spent quite a bit of time talking about it, and I just don't feel it or see it or recognize it for, you know, the attention that it has received.
So do you feel like you need to change anything to
No.
cause Brett? Not at all.
No, I mean, no. And I think the thing that I do own as the head